Jo Leute, willkommen zurück zum Flash-Check und dieses Mal gleichzeitig auch ein Wunschvideo. Das heißt, wie immer oben rechts in der Ecke könnt ihr abstimmen, was das nächste Wunschvideo werden soll. Und unten in der Videobeschreibung findet ihr den Link zu diesem Spiel. Es wurde mir vorgeschlagen, es soll sehr gut sein, und zwar ist das Spiel The Journey Home. Das ist wohl der Nachfolger von Home, was ich, glaube ich, irgendwann mal gespielt habe. Das ist ein Adventure, ähm, was ganz lustig war, also interessant war. Und das Ganze ist ein Keyboard-Only. Man kann es trotzdem irgendwie mit der Maus klicken. Es hat kein Menü, deswegen starten wir hier gerade direkt. Und ja, den ersten haben wir leider weggeklickt jetzt. Ihr konntet es sehen, ich jetzt gerade nicht. You left your home and your family in order to travel and gain more experience in your life and line of work. Okay. Also es steht einsortiert Keyboard only. Aber wenn ich Enter oder sowas drücke, dann geht es nicht weiter mit dem Text. Now, for the first time in years, you are traveling home. You are traveled far on your adventures, and you are a long way from home. Ah, Space ist es, mit dem es weitergeht. The road is arduous and full of danger. Various creatures and demons prey on travelers. Heißt Prey nicht? Ne, Prey mit A heißt beten. Only the most wealthy people would be able to afford safe transport. Everyone else undertaking the journey must do so on foot. Also steht auf eigenen Füßen. Und, oder muss mit den Füßen laufen. Ja gut, man läuft meistens mit Füßen. You know all of this, but all that matters to you is getting home. The long journey and the danger are worth it. Early one morning, you pack what few belongings you have and head for the town market to pick up supplies for the journey. Okay. After stocking up on rations and other necessities, you begin your journey home. The first day passes without much happening. There are not other travelers on the road, and you are too close to civilization for there to be any stray demons or monsters roaming around. That night you happen across a campfire, and a lone traveler sitting next to it is seemingly lost in thought. Okay. Mit E, wenn ich E drücke, dann, ja, okay. Oh, greetings. I didn't expect anyone to be traveler through here. What's your name, friend? Okay. Da muss ich jetzt auch wieder reinklicken. So viel zu... Nee, wenn ich es nicht groß schreiben kann, dann ist das blöd. Vor allem... Ja, der schreibt... Also ich muss nicht mal Shift drücken, damit er das nimmt. Evo? Ja. Achso, ich drücke immer wieder Enter. Nice to meet you, Evo. You can call me Meredith. I assume you are traveling north, then we are both going to the same direction. I'm on my way to the city. I imagine we will bump into each other a few times on our travels. If you are tired, you are more than welcome to relax here for as long as you need. Our journey are long and dangerous, and any rest we can get is a small blessing. Boah, lese ich gerade scheiße vor. Relax for a while. It's always nice to have some companion. Please sit down and make yourself comfortable. You sit by the fire with Meredith, happy to rest your legs. You end up talking about your most recent job as well as where you are going. Meredith says she's a huntress who specializes in magic. She's on her way to the city, where the work pays better, although she takes any job she finds along the way. The two of you talk for a few hours before you decided it's time to be on your way. And before you go, Meredith reaches into her bag and pulls out 2 jars of preserved meat, handing them to you. It's not fancy, but from the sounds of things you could do with either more money or more food. This should keep you going for another 2 days if you pace yourself. You thank her for the food and continue down the road. You continue traveling, leaving the warm glow of Meredith's camp behind you. A day passes without much happening. That night, you see what looks like a child collapse on the road in the distance. Oh, you hurry to investigate. The girl is alive, but unconscious. On closer inspections, you see claw marks along her right arm. You recognize the claw pattern that of a demon's. The wound seems to have been inflicted a few days ago. Also, it seems she passed out from exhaustion as opposed to her injuries. Given enough time, the girl will turn into a demon herself. However, she should have a few days left based on your knowledge of the infection. You don't have the skill or knowledge needed to make a cure for it, but you can at least make a basic potion to give her Becker's strength. You set off forward the nearby forest to find the herbs and need to prepare the potion. Okay. Press E to look for herbs. Controls. Okay. Okay. Moment. Was? Und was ist mit... Ah, okay. Damit dash ich. Haha. Okay. So, so. Aber es funktioniert. Yep. Okay. Man muss sagen, das Ganze ist ein Spiel, was einer entwickelt hat mit der Hilfe von einem anderen. Also ist ein Zwei-Mann-Projekt. Oder Zwei-Personen-Projekt. Und ja, dafür ist es bis jetzt nicht schlecht. You return to the girl and hurriedly prepare the potion. You give it to her and lay her down on your bedroll. You make a fire while waiting for the potion to work. After a few minutes, she begins to wake up. Who are you? Where am I? She tried to scramble to her feet in a panicked daze, but can't manage to lift herself off the ground. You assure her she's safe, and you start to explain how you found her. You mean you are not going to try and drag me back to the village? Or you are not gonna just kill me right here? Die ist von zu Hause abgehauen. How do I know I can trust you? And why did you even help me in the first place? Was ich das so gehört. I've nothing to give you, and you've probably noticed, but I've gone and gotten myself infected. I'm a big scary demon now, apparently. Maybe they were right. Maybe I should just be put down before I get any worse. Who's they? That's a way to cure it, you know? I guess there would be. I went to the village alchemist to ask for help as soon as I could. As soon as he saw what the problem was, he called the guards. He didn't even give me a chance to explain, he just assumed I was some kind of monster. That's when I ran, and that's how I ended up where I found me. Nobody's going to try to cure me while they think I'm some demon. I need to get help someone, otherwise I don't know. I don't know what I will do if I can't get help. You do? Who? Where? You tell her about your home and the alchemist who lives there. I'm sure she's great, but she's an alchemist in my village. But so is the alchemist in my village? How do you know she won't try to have me killed as well? What? You've been infected before? You mean you've been through all of this? You tell her how your father tried to keep your sickness hidden to protect you, and about the adventurers who saved you both from a mob of villagers. Finally, you tell her about how the alchemist helped you without any fear of infection. There really could be a chance to cure me then? Take me there, please. I don't care what I have to do. I'm just sick of running. Du wirst laufen müssen, meine Liebe. You tell her to get some rest and that tomorrow you will start traveling again. Says, thank you, really. My name is Jonara? 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 Yinora? Keine Ahnung. By the way, I guess I never thought of telling you that earlier. What's yours? Evo? Thank you again, Evo. I don't know what to say. Really, I don't have any way to repay you, and I don't. Schweigen. She seems to have fallen asleep mid-sentence. It looks like the last few days have been more draining from her than it seemed. I decided to get some sleep as well. At the break of dawn, you begin traveling with Yonara towards home. Sleeping seems to have given her back her strength. She's taken a shine to you now that she knows you were once in her shoes. While walking, she spends most of the time asking you about home and your family. Nothing of any particular interest happened over the course of the next few days. You don't pass by any towns and any other travelers. You pass by only seemed interest in their own affairs. One night, you notice you are running low on firewood. You set up a camp on the outskirts of a forest. After making sure the area is safe, you show Yonora, ich weiß nicht mehr, wie ich entschieden habe zu nennen, how to get the fire started. You then go deeper into the forest to find more firewood. Meine Fresse, ist das komplett ein Story-Adventure? Zack, zack, zack. Okay, wir gehen zurück zum Camp. Sind zurück. Die sieht aus wie die kurze von Last of Us. Oder Max Caulfield aus Life is Strange. Yinora, Evo, how far away is your home exactly? You tell her that there's about 10 days of walking between here and home. 10 days? Do you think I will be able to last that long? Wenn nicht, kill ich dich. Just about beside it's it's the best chance we have of getting you cured. We can try visiting another alchemist along the way. 9. You've been through this before. I guess you know how long it takes. I know your confidence in how long I have left, but still, I would rather not waste any time on the way there. You chat for a little while longer. Eventually, you go to sleep, eager to start traveling again as soon as possible. Next day, you and Yunora end up passing through a small town. You pass by a tavern, and the smell of food wafting out through the open doors makes your stomach growl furiously. You've been running low on rations, and you only now notice that your coin pouch is uncomfortably light as well. You check the notice board to see if there are any jobs you could do on the way home for extra gold. It's like the mines nearby have been overrun by lesser demons and the client is in the next town you will pass through. You decided to take it. You continue walking and find the mines. You tell Yunora to wait inside the entrance once you're sure it's safe, and then proceed deeper into the mines. Okay. Hallo. Okay. Die sind schon wieder ein bisschen anspruchsvoller. Moment. So. Ups. Zack. Zack. Und hoch hier. Dich nehmen wir. Und dich nehmen wir. Und... Okay. Wir gehen mal wieder zum Eingang zurück. Zu Yunora. You find Yunora sitting against a wall at the entrance, right where you left her. She jumps to her feet and dusts herself off as you approach. That didn't take long at all. You weren't joking when you said it was a simple job. You make sure you have proof that you completed the job, and then you both continue on down the road. The next village should be about another day away, and the sun is beginning to go down. You decided to set up a camp for the night. The two of you spend the night talking about your work and the types of jobs you normally take. So you spend almost every day hunting down monsters and protecting people from assassins and bandits. That sounds amazing. Can anyone become an adventurer? Die will auch Abenteurerin werden, wie cool. She seems to have taken a shine to the idea of adventuring for a living. You tell her about how you get started and some of your first jobs. A few hours pass before you realize how late it is. You mentioned to Yunora that she should probably get some rest. What? But I still don't know what happened to the merchant. You can't just stop a story there. It's a cliffhanger. We will start from there tomorrow morning. Ich möchte so wenig Zeit wie möglich verlieren, deswegen machen wir das. Ich nehme an, das Ganze ist wirklich abhängig, also was passiert, dürfte abhängig sein von dem, was ich wähle. She pouts at you like a spoiled kid. Fine, but you better tell me what happened next as soon as you wake up. She giggles as she talks. It seems that she's nearly enjoying herself, even considering her condition. Genau deswegen. She cocoons herself in a blanket and rolls over to what she previously designed as the comfiest patch of grass, smile still on her face. Good night, Evo. The next morning, Yunra looks pale and wakes up coughing. It looks like the infection is starting to take hold quickly, or maybe it always had been and she was just keeping it hidden. Her smile from the night before is replaced with concert grimace as she clutches her chest. You keep traveling, his coughing fits only happen occasionally, but her walking slows down and her breathing is becoming heavier. Later on, you pass through the town that issued the last job. You get your payment and buy some food rations among other necessities. On the way out, you glance at the notice board. There don't seem to be any job available that won't take a number of days to complete. One job, however, catch your eyes. Demon Hunter, Huntress Wanted. Young girl, recently infected, short brown hair, grey shirt, white red vest, will turn at any moment. Large sum of gold awards to any hunter-huntress who dispatches the girl before the angers anyone. What? I didn't think the village would send a job notice out this far. You continue staring at the notice board. They didn't just post one sheet. They nailed a whole stack of the pages on the board. You notice that there's a torn scrap of paper hanging off the nail that was used to crudely pin the sheets to the board. Someone has taken the job. You rip the rest of the sheets off the board and quickly leave the town. Okay, also wir werden verfolgt von irgendwem. Few days pass and Yenora quickly gets worse. She becomes more and more pale by the hour. She coughs constantly and often breaks into cold sweat. Nevertheless, you keep traveling. Home is only 3 more days away. I didn't think this infection would get so much worse so quickly. How far are we from your home now? You tell her there's only 3 more days left. 3 days? Yeah, okay, I can make it. She keeps repeating that to herself under her breath like some kind of mantra. A few minutes pass. Evo, do you think you could tell me about some more of your adventures? She spends the night telling Yinora about your most enjoyable jobs. It seems to take her mind off things for a little while, and eventually she falls asleep while you talk. You make sure she's warm enough and then go to sleep. You get up earlier than usual and start walking. Yunura needs the rest regularly, and her breathing is constantly heavy. You end up carrying her on your back. Ja, habe ich mir schon gedacht. Regardless of her protesting, and walk as fast as you can without causing her any more pain. You don't cover as much distance as you normally would. Carrying Yunura slows your pace down immensely. Eventually, night falls and you need to set up camp. Yunura barely says anything all night, and as soon as she lies down, she falls asleep. Also, her sleep is still a disrupted one. At this rate, you will have to run as much as possible to get home in time. You decided to sleep earlier than usual. You will need the extra energy for the coming days. You get up at the break of dawn and continue walking. You sling Yunora over your back and start walking as fast as possible. She looks at her surroundings through half-open eyes and seems to be unaware of what's going on around her. The day drags on. Your legs are giving out under you by the time the sun sets. As you trudge along the road, you feel Yunora tap you on the shoulder. It seems she's gotten some energy back from resting all day. Even if only a little, you put her down and as the two of you keep walking in silence. A few minutes later, you happen across a campfire with a familiar face resting next to it. Ah, Meredith. Ah, it's nice to see you again. How have your travels been so Oh, you found a friend, I see. My apologies. I'm Meredith. You are? Yinora. It's nice to meet you, Yinora. Are you feeling okay? You look a bit pale. No, I'm fine, really. You cut the conversion short. Yinora seems like she will collapse any second. You tell Meredith that you need to keep traveling. You are in quite a hurry, aren't you? Well, no worries. I'm sure we will meet again. Ist sie diejenige, die uns verfolgt? You quickly continue down the road, Yinora barely staying upright. Stay safe, friends. You continue traveling. As soon as Meredith's camp is far behind you, Yunira clutches her chest and crouches violently. You continue walking as far as you can, but eventually you have to stop for the night. Even so, Yunira is wrapped in her blanket, and next to the fire she still shivers with the cold. You throw your blanket over her and sit against the tree watching the road. You are almost positive that sleeping tonight would be dangerous. A few hours pass before you notice a silhouette moving down the road. They seem to be glancing around looking for something or someone, and you think you can guess who it is. You extinction the fire as quickly as you can to avoid being seen, but you are too late. The figure comes to a halt. They are looking directly at you. You see a slight glow appear in the air, and then a cascade of fireballs launches from them, flying towards you. You jump to the feet and get ready to defend yourself. Okay, also gegen Magier geht's. Okay, hallo. Okay. Vergesst das. Nein! Hört auf! Okay, also die chasen wirklich mich? Retry. Okay, Moment. Hallo. Okay. Zack. Das Problem ist, wenn sie aus zwei unterschiedlichen Richtungen kommen, that's the end of the barrage. You quickly try to find where the attacker is gone. Okay, hinterher. You sprint out onto the road, catching a glimpse of a assailant running over a hill. Also, your legs were weak from earlier. The adrenaline pumping through you makes you feel like you can run for days. You catch up the mage. As you suspected, it's Meredith. Ja, war klar. She tries to run as you approach. It seems she's only suited to fighting from a distance. You catch up quickly and tackle her to the ground. Ah, Evo! We meet again, it seems. You tell her to explain herself, placing your sword onto her throat. Einfach durch! Scheiß drauf! Simple. She will turn into a monster any day now, or any second by the looks of things. Killing her while she's weak, it's for the greater good, and if I can pocket some extra gold while doing so, then all the better. You're becoming too attached to her to see that she's a treat. You explain to her that it can be cured. Ah yes, you have done an excellent job of that so far, it seems. What if you can't get the cure in time? What if she turns? Would you be willing to put her down if it came to that? It won't come to that. I will do what I have to, but only if I have to. Es kommt nicht so weit. Ha! The blind optimism of youth. Only time will tell if you're correct, and from what I can guess, you don't have much of that left. Now then, what will you do with me? I've lost this little confrontation, it seems. I'm curious to see how you handle the situation.
Ich würde ihr ja jetzt am liebsten die Kehle durchschneiden.
Also es können zwei Sachen passieren. Entweder die folgt mir und killt die Kurze nachher, dann wäre Kill Her die richtige Entscheidung. Oder das Spiel ist darauf ausgelegt, dass das ein Drama irgendwie ist, dass sie am Ende sowieso zum Dämon wird und dann rettet die mich, dann müsste ich sie sparen. Es ist eine schwierige Entscheidung, muss ich ehrlich sagen. Es ist eine wirklich schwierige Entscheidung. Aber jemanden, der versucht, ein Kind zu töten, you cut Meredith's throat, she clutches at the wound and gasps for a few seconds, but eventually her arms collapse by her side and remain still. You can rest assured that there will be no more obstacles between her and home other than the distance. You rush back to the camp. You are surprised to see it's almost dawn. Yunra seems to have fallen unconscious and her heart is barely beating. You don't have much time left. The adrenaline from earlier is still flowing through you. You haul Yunra onto your back and break into a sprint. The adrenaline only lasts so long. Eventually, you feel your legs threatening to give out from beneath you. Still, you keep on running. You wade through rivers and sprint over hills, all while your body screams at you to stop. You keep on running. After what feels like an eternity, you approach a familiar town. On the opposite side of the town, just on the outskirts, it's your home. You dash through the gates and into the market street. It's full of people, and if you didn't know the town so well already, you would get lost in the crowd. You barrage straight through the crowd, not caring who or what you hit along the way. You break out of a swarm of people and keep running, going towards the north exit. You reach the gates and sprint into the forest on the outskirts. Finally, in the sun-soaked forest clearing, you see it. You see your home. You slam into the front door, shouting for the alchemist. The door opens. You are greeted by three familiar faces. You barrage through them, taking no time for greetings, and put Yunara on the table, all while explaining the situation to everyone between each breeze. You collapse to your knees next to the table, your legs finally giving way. The alchemist gestured to the others to get things set up and processed to make the same potion she made for you all those years ago. You try standing up to help, but you find your vision going blurry. Soon after you pass out, eventually you regain consciousness. The first thing you notice is how much pain your legs are in and countless stinging sensations from burns you suffered during Meredith's attack. Those thoughts don't stay with you long, however. The next thing you notice is something warmth of a nearby fireplace and the chatter of voice. But she will definitely be okay, right? Absolutely. My daughter is tougher than you know. He's right. She's too modest to say so herself, but I've seen her pull through some of the worst injuries I've ever seen. A few burns and sore legs are nothing to evil. I really do not to teach her how to make the. I do need to teach her how to make the cure for the infection. So I swear, if she knew that when she found you, Yinora, wouldn't have been any problems whatsoever. The girl needs to catch up on her alchemy. I blame you for her to being distracted with all the adventuring. Hey, it's not my fault. She prefers actually excitement and adventure over staying in the all-day brewing potions. You do realize you arguing over my daughter's career choice. My daughter who seems to have no interest in smiling at all, I might add. Smile spreads across your face as you hear everyone laughing. You spit up slowly. You sit up slowly and open your eyes. der, der Abenteurer sieht super aus. Hey, she wakes up. Ja, welcome home. The end. Okay, gameplay-technisch eigentlich nichts. Also ich sag mal, außer dieser Feuerball-Challenge, da war da ja gar nichts. Ich habe was anderes erwartet. Ich hatte ein anderes Spiel im Kopf, glaube ich. Nichtsdestotrotz muss ich echt sagen, es war ein schönes Spiel. Also es war interessant. Ich hoffe, mein Englisch ist nicht so schlecht gewesen, dass man überhaupt nichts verstanden hat. Wenn doch, schaltet den Ton aus und lest es selbst. Und ich konnte es jetzt leider nicht alles auf Deutsch übersetzen, weil dann wäre es viel zu lange gegangen. Aber ich muss sagen, es war super interessant. Also wirklich, es war echt interessant. Schön gemacht. Die Story dahinter ist wirklich gut. Und ich frage mich, wie viele unterschiedliche Enden es gibt. Und ja, wie gesagt, es ist was anderes gewesen. Ich werde jetzt nicht nur solche Story-Flash-Games spielen, aber ich wollte auch mal sowas oder ich möchte auch sowas mal spielen. Und dementsprechend, ja, ich hoffe, ihr hattet ein bisschen Spaß. Wie gesagt, oben rechts in der Ecke einmal abstimmen, welches Wunschvideo denn morgen, nee, nicht morgen kommen soll. Bevor ich das vergesse, morgen nicht. Morgen ist Wunschvideo. Ach, nicht Wunschvideo, ist Monatsspecial-Zeit. Das heißt, morgen kommt kein Wunschvideo. Das heißt, ihr stimmt für Montag ab, wann, was da kommt. Da muss ich dran denken. Und ja, ansonsten, wenn ihr es selber spielen wollt, ein anderes Ende bevorzugt, vielleicht Merit es nicht die Kehle durchschneiden wollt, dann unten in der Videobeschreibung findet ihr den Link zum Spiel und ja, schreibt mir mal, ob ihr ein anderes Ende gefunden habt oder ein anderes Ende genommen habt. Würde mich auf jeden Fall interessieren, was es da noch so für Möglichkeiten gibt. Ich finde das ganz okay so. Und in diesem Sinne, Leute, wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst ein Like da und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder beim Flash-Check. Haut rein, bis dann und ciao, ciao.